Hello students, how are you all? I hope that you all are safe and secure at your place. So children, today we are going to start with the most awaited topic, that is tenses, which is the very first topic from your third UT syllabus. So today we will be doing these. So before starting our topic, I want to tell you something that is nothing to be scared of tenses, right? This is a very simple topic which you will understand properly, and you will never forget or fail if you understand it properly. So I will try my level best to explain you the topic step by step so that it becomes easy for you. So in this video we will be discussing the first type of tense, that is the present tense. So before moving forward, we must know that tenses are categorized into three main categories, that is present tense, past tense and future tense, right? Now what is present, past and what is future is the most important thing that you should know, and when you know it, you will be able to categorize the tenses and can use the right form while speaking. Okay, as the way we speak English is mostly based on our knowledge of tenses, so it is very important to know to have the knowledge of tenses. Okay, now what is present tense? Present tense is something what is happening now and in the very present moment, or any action that has started in the past but it is still continuing in present. Okay, so present is something that is happening just now. Similarly, action that has taken place in the past, okay, are the past action. Future actions, the action that will occur in the near future. So we will be discussing these topics in detail, but first of all we will study present tense, right? So children, we will not cram anything. In fact, we will understand. I will tell you few formulas like you have in maths for these tenses. Okay, so just understand when we talk about simple present tense, how and when it is used. Children, see, look here. Simple present tense is always used to state facts, habits or general truth, etc. Right? If I ask children, you what time you wake up, you will say, ma'am, I wake up at 6 a.m. So that's your habit. It is very, it is probably your routine. So you will use definitely the present tense, right? Now many children get confused, ma'am, which form of the word we are going to use and when we are going to use. So children, you just have to remember that when we are using the simple present tense, just the formula, that is the first form of the verb, that is what we are going to use. This is the first form of the verb which we will use, that is called the basic form or the root form, right? Now like we know that verbs are any action verb. Alright, so here verb is also used in the simple present tense. It is used to state facts, habits, general truth and so on. If I say the moon revolves round the earth or the sun rises in the east, so children, these are the facts which we are stating here. So let's read when we can use simple present tense. Right, to express a habitual action, as for example, I get up at 6 o'clock every day. So here we are using the verb first form, okay, that is get. The next usage is to express general truth, as for example, the moon revolves around the earth. Here revolves is the verb which is the first form of the verb. Then in exclamatory sentences beginning with here or there, to express an element of surprise or amazement, like here comes the bus. So here comes is the first form of the verb we are using. Now to express historic event, as Babur now leads his men through the Khyber Pass and enters the plains of India. So here also we are using the first form of the verb. This is the simple present tense sentence, that is the historic event which is expressed here, that is leads, right? Now the fifth one where we use simple present tense, to indicate a future event that is part of a plan or arrangement. For example, he comes in a few days' time. So here comes is also the first form of the verb. Now, sixth point is there. To introduce quotations as Keats says, a thing of beauty is a joy forever. Right? Now, in proverb also, we use simple present tense, time and tide, wait for none. So, these are the sentences where we use simple present tense. That is the first form of the verb we are using in these sentences. Now, children, look at these sentences. The sun sets in the west. Here sets is the verb, so here first form of the verb is being used, right? Now the second sentence, I get up at 6 o'clock every day. So children, here the verb is get up, which is again the first form of the verb. Now the third one is Rosie lives in Delhi. So children, we will see that we are using the first form of the verb lives, right? Now you see the formula is first form of the verb plus S or ES. That means you should know whether you are going to add S or ES to the verb, right? Or not. What you have to, that is up to you, that is, or it depends upon the demand of the sentence. So whenever you have the singular subject like here sun and Rosie, they are singular in nature and we are just adding S or ES, right? We will add just S or ES. But when the subject changes into plural, let's say they. Okay, I will not say they lives in Delhi. Instead, I will say they live in Delhi. Right? So, if I change it into negative sentence, children, these all sentences, if I change into negative sentence, you will say that they do not live in Delhi. See the sentences here? In negative sentence, how you will change the sentence into negative sentence. Rosie lives in Delhi. Rosie does not live in Delhi. They live in Delhi. They do not live in Delhi. So with singular subject we use does not, and with plural subject we use do not. Now children, if we talk about interrogative sentence, again you will start with do or does. If somebody has to question again, Rosie lives in Delhi. If I ask you to convert it into interrogative sentence, so like make a question out of it, then you will say, does Rosie live in Delhi? Okay, question mark. Do they live in Delhi? Right, again question mark. Here you will have to remove S. When you are adding does, you have to remove S from the verb, right? So children, I hope this is clear to you now. So children, that's it with the simple present tense and the other type of tenses we will be discussing in our next video. So till then, thank you and have a nice day.